Right.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight as we launch Jody's new wellness business. And we're really excited to be on here to support her. And it's always great to see that she has friends and family that were able to take out some time in their evenings to join us as well, to show her the love and support that she so much deserves and is really excited to have. My name is Sherry Snyder, and I am a qualifying national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company. I live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee with my husband, and we have 5 children and 1 grandchild. We were just talking a couple minutes ago before we got started about birthdays and ages, and I just turned 48 yesterday, and I'm enjoying life immensely. And honestly, I can say that I feel better at 48 than I probably did at 38, and things are just really incredible. And that actually is where I want to get started, is just sharing a little bit about my own personal journey with health. About 5 years ago is when I really started to study nutrition. I guess not even really study, but just really appreciate nutrition at a much greater level. I was a collegiate athlete many years ago, and my husband and I have raised 5 athletes, and I was always very physically fit. But I was not nutritionally fit. So I was the girl that you would see like 6, 7 years ago and say, wow, she looks really healthy. But to be honest, I was not. I fit the bill on the exterior, but definitely not on the inside. There was a lot of crazy things happening inside of my body that I just thought was kind of normal, because I knew a lot of people had headaches, or a lot of people suffered from migraines, or it was very common to have like a 3 o'clock in the afternoon crash and things of that nature. But to be quite honest, it's not the way it's supposed to be. So 5 years ago, a good friend of mine actually introduced myself and my family to this amazing product that we're going to be sharing with you. And the reason that he did that is because he knew that, like I said, my husband and I were raising 5 athletes. At the time, my oldest son was it was in the summer, so he was almost a junior in high school. I had another son who was a freshman, and then I have twins that were in elementary school right now. Right now they're 17, 21, 23, and I have a 29-year-old. And he approached me with this because he knew how much we were putting into their athletic dreams. We spent a lot of money and time into whatever it was that was going to help them get better on the field or on the court. But what I wasn't doing was investing in their nutrition. It was really sad to think that even as a former collegiate athlete, I was not putting together what they were eating and how that was going to protect their body or to fuel their body or to help them recover after an athletic event. So when I found out that there was this really easy way to get fruits and vegetables and berries, 3 things that my family did not eat, into their diets every single day, and it was going to potentially help them with their athletic performance, it was a no-brainer. I remember coming home and telling my husband, like, we need to start this. You don't eat healthy. The kids don't eat healthy. And I was trying, but I was really not doing that well. See, we were a family that was constantly on the go. So we ate a lot of fast food. We ate a lot of foods that came out of boxes and out of cans. So there's really nothing fresh about that. The pears that are soaked in, I was so proud. I got the ones that were in light juice rather than syrup. That's what I thought was healthy. But we did so much food that was processed. So he said, yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, the really cool thing was that we could get Juice Plus not only for us, but our kids were going to be able to get it for free. And I'll share that with you in a few minutes. I just want to show you real quickly what I'm talking about. So the product that he shared with me is called Juice Plus. And like I said, it contains 30 fruits, veggies, and berries that are picked when they are vine ripened. They are flash frozen, and then they are dehydrated, put into a capsule or a gummy. And it's basically just a simple, fast, convenient way of getting nutrition from 30 fruits, veggies, and berries. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, is that a vitamin? And it is not. It is so much better than a vitamin. Vitamins are made in a laboratory, and they are not coming from real food sources, where these capsules, you see how big they are, these are actual real food. And so much so that we have on the back a nutrition label rather than a supplement label. This is actually a nutrition label. The FDA recognizes this as food because that's exactly what it is. It is just real food, fruits, veggies, and berries. And not only do we have them available in capsules, if I open this, I have to eat it. We have them in gummy form as well. So these were actually first created for kids to be able to have, little kids that couldn't necessarily swallow a capsule, but they are so delicious that most adults will find themselves eating them. I'm very grateful that one of my kids still likes the gummies because then I get to steal his on a daily basis. So we have fruits, veggies, and berries that are put into these capsules and gummies. And our company is really awesome because it realized very quickly that what we need to do is just to provide as many people as possible with good, strong nutrition. So we don't have a product that you take because you don't have energy. So you need to drink this one special drink to get energy, but then you have to drink something else or take something else because you can't sleep at night, or you need to take this form of a pill or whatever because you have this ailment. Instead, they said, let's just go to the source of nutrition, which is the food that we need to have. These are the things that we were supposed to be eating initially. And me 6-7 years ago thought that it was okay to eat Doritos and sour cream and all those things were my favorite treats rather than eating some healthier foods. But anyways, so what they also came up with was this incredible omega blend. And this is a brand new product. It's only been on the market for 2 years, where all of these have been out there for 25 years. And our omega blend is the full gamut of omegas. It has 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So there are essential omega fatty acids that our body has to have to be able to function properly. But we don't produce those in our bodies. We actually have to get it from the foods that we eat. And they came up with this really awesome little capsule. It's liquid filled, but instead of having fish oil in it, it's full of more plants. So we don't have to worry about things going rancid because of the bad fish or the mercury that could be in the fish. Instead, we get these amazing supplements and the omegas. So my family got started on this right away. And when we did, like I said, we did it because I was thinking, one, we don't eat right, and two, it was going to help them with their athletic performance. But what we didn't realize is that we were actually a family that was sick. I had a lot of, like I mentioned, me personally with my headaches and migraines. That's very common, but it is not normal. We were not designed to be sick. We were not designed to have chronic ear infections and strep throat and sinus infections and stomach flu and every single thing that would pass through the school. My children would get. And they were so nice and generous with their sharing that they would send it through the house too. And with my twins, when one would get sick, the doctor would actually prescribe a second antibiotic for the child who was still healthy because, well, you're going to get sick, so just go ahead and take this. And I get very frustrated to think that through all of my children's adolescent years, not one time did a doctor say to me, hey, Sherry, what are your kids eating? Let's look and see if maybe we reduce the dairy in their diets, that maybe they won't have all this mucus that they're suffering from that's causing them to get the sinus infections and the ear infections. Like nobody ever had that conversation with me. But what happened is as we were taking Juice Plus, little by little, I started to notice there were these changes happening in our house. 3 of my 4 sons used to take allergy medication 11 months out of the year, and we don't anymore. In fact, only one took it at all this past fall, and that was for about 10 days. My headaches and migraines started to dissipate, and so did my middle son, and to where we were throwing away those big bulk bottles of extra strength Tylenol. I was missing less work. I was not suffering from that mid-afternoon crash that I would normally have. And you may be familiar with that, like around 2 or 3 o'clock, you just want to take a nap and eat something that's not good for you. That was me all the time. And all of those things started to go away. And it was because I was flooding my body with incredible nutrition. And our bodies are made and designed to know exactly what to do with good nutrition. So for me and my family, all these great changes started taking place. Very quickly, I want to share with you just a couple other products that we offer. that have been a godsend to my family. My oldest son is a professional athlete now. He can take all of these products and he can drink our incredible proteins because they're NSF certified, which just basically means that there are no foreign substances in here. Nothing is banned, and everything that's listed on the ingredients is actually what's in the product. There's no surprises there. But we have 2 different flavors of protein that come in different size bags. We have little single serves and we have bulk bags that you can scoop out of, but both chocolate and vanilla. Everything in here are superfood powders, completely 100% plant-based. And then we have 2 bars as well, a dark chocolate fig and a tart cherry and honey. And everything that I have just shown you is dairy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO. It's better than organic, and we can go into that another time, but just everything that we have is super safe. We have over 37 studies that have been done on our products that prove that it is safe and effective in the human body. So when we tell you that it can actually reduce inflammation, it is proven it's going to reduce inflammation. And the thing that I love about our stuff too is like even places like MD Anderson Cancer Institute actually tell their patients to consume it because it will increase their quality of life. And so that's a huge thing for us to be able to say that we have that backing. But it's been an incredible gift and blessing for my family. And it's really fun to be a part of something where we get to actually help change people's lives. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. And instead, I'm going to turn this over to Ashley. And Ashley's going to share a little with you about the things that she has experienced as well.
Hey guys, good afternoon. My name is Ashley Carter, and I too am a resident here of Murfreesboro. I have been with the Juice Plus company now for almost a year, May will be a year, but I've been taking the product since last January. Some of the things that I've noticed in taking the product, my friend Stacy shared it with me. I started working for her and her husband at the chiropractic office, and they just said, hey, this is really good. It would be good for you and your nutrition. So I trusted them, and I was like, okay, easy. I'll take it. More fruits and vegetables. Why not? I, too, was a collegiate athlete, so I was always looking for something that was clean, and then looking for something that would help me with my athletic performance. I had taken other products, and when I weaned myself off, I actually started to have withdrawals that when I would sit still, my heart would race out of my chest, or I would just break out in sweat. So that obviously wasn't good for me. So when Stacy explained that it was just fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I said, why not? After a few months after being on the product, I slowly started to realize, my energy was better. I was sleeping better. I was starting to crave less of the bad stuff and more of good things. And my actual workouts were getting better. My recovery time was better. So with that being said, I automatically knew, oh my gosh, I know all of these athletes that could benefit from this, and my family could benefit from this. So I definitely want to tell them. So then that's when I went to Stacy and was like, hey, you got to tell me about this Juice Plus stuff. Like, tell me more. And then that's when she shared with me the business side of Juice Plus. She explained to me that it would be $50 to sign up and own my own business. And for me at 31, I was like, what? I can own my own business for $50? That's awesome. Sign me up. And I said, sure, why not? I mean, I'm already taking the product. I want to tell everybody about it. Let's do this. So I invested $50 in myself, and I haven't looked back since. I have one of the best things that I love about the company is we just place an order and they send it to our customers, and they take care of the shipping. They take care of, we don't have to have anything, like there's not a monthly minimum that we have to order. It's just strictly, they're so passionate about helping people just get healthy in general. They don't force us as the business owner to meet certain quotas. And that to me means a lot. A lot of the values and the mission behind this business, it aligns with my morals. So for me, it just, again, made sense. The biggest thing, one of the other big things that I really appreciate about this business is also the community that it's given me and the personal development. I can say a year ago, I would not have gotten on a call like this, but hey, we're going outside of the comfort zone, and the women that you see surrounded that's here to support Jody, that's what we do for each other. And that is way more than what $50 has ever bought me. So with that being said, Jody, we're excited that you are with us tonight. We'd love to hear a little bit more about what excites you about our products and about your new business.
Thanks, Ashley. And as y'all said, I'm so excited. I don't know if y'all know, but I know that the people that I invited to be on this conference call knew that I retired early. I am only 60, and normal retirement 65, but I did that for a reason, and the reason was to take care of my mom. And Kayla, she has been sick for a while, and we have been on a struggle for the last 3 years to find ways to get her healthy, to eat better, to have better nutrition. And the cause of all of this is the fact that she has COPD, which we all know that's type of a disease you get from smoking. Well, back when Mom was working, everybody smoked in the office that she worked at. And that's how she got COPD, from secondhand smoking. So she suffers from that. And then she also suffered a triple bypass, and wears a pacemaker and a defibrillator. And then in the 80s, she went through breast cancer. So all those things, all those health issues now has impacted her life to where she doesn't drive anymore. She can't cook. So now I am the caregiver, which I love and would do it all over again in a heartbeat. But on our quest to get her healthy, we have gone through different doctors, we've gone through nutritionists, and I learned that being 87, you get to the point where you don't want to eat. And that's where my struggle has been. If she doesn't want to eat, how do I get her the nutrition she needs? So Krista invited me a while back to join a healthy living site, and they talked a lot about plant-based foods, all your fruits, all your vegetables. And just so you all know, my mom on a daily basis eats eggs and bacon and cream of chicken soup. And that's about it. So there are no green things, there are no fruits, there are no vegetables. And we have tried everything else. And of course, Misty, you should know because you're a nutritionist. Well, it just comes down to the fact that certain things she can't chew. She doesn't like a lot of sweet stuff. So we're at a dead end. And so I said, you know what? Let's give it a try and see what happens. And y'all, I don't know about you, but I am so thankful because she has been able to eat more. When we started this journey, she weighed about 114. So last week, she had her checkup, and she's up to 122. Woo! That is a great, great improvement for her age. I mean, we have struggled with this for a long time. And it's not that the Juice Plus capsules is making her hungry. I think it's just making her have more energy where she wants to go out and eat, wants to get up and walk. And that was one of the things that I struggled with too, was getting her to walk every day. She didn't want to do that because she didn't have the energy. So I know that this Juice Plus works because she's tried it. And also, as a caregiver, you want to make sure that you stay healthy yourself to be able to care for your mother. And you know, Kayla and Misty, Sonny is a meat and potato person. Y'all know that. And it took me an act of God to get him to take the Juice Plus capsule, and he has, and he loves it. So kudos to myself, hug myself. So that's a big win for me. So all of us are on it. And one of the things that we did happen to do last week was she has 2 cardiologists that she goes through every 6 months to check her heart. And one of the cardiac surgeons said, I don't need to see her for a year. and which is huge because we were having to see him every 6 months. The other cardiologist said, let's take you off of your water pills and your potassium. You don't need this now, but I want to keep track of this for the next 6 months. So we're starting to see the results of what Juice Plus can do. And the one thing I love about this Juice Plus family is that the education that I'm getting. And it's just as simple as, did y'all know that drinking warm water with lemon makes a difference? Oh my God, it does. I'm thinking, warm water, I've been drinking ice water with lemon. And if I get to rambling, y'all stop me. But anyway, just so you know, I put this off because this was part of the healthy living, is that drinking warm water with lemon right after you get up out of bed helps with your digestive health, helps your pH balance. And this was a big one for me. Helps with dental health. Are you kidding me? Dental health. So all of these things I'm learning, and I just want to share. I'm busting out the seams. I want to share it to you. And one of the neat things too that I can remember going through this educational journey is grocery shopping. And Krista probably will laugh at me because we were talking about the perimeter, shopping. What is that? And we want to be healthy. We want to perimeter shop in our grocery stores because that's where all the foods, the vegetables, the fruits, they're on the outside. You don't get that on the inside of the aisles. So just a tip for y'all that I've learned. The other thing I like about this community is the support. Y'all, have you ever felt like if you fail, it's the worst thing that could happen? This community allows me to fail, but you know what? They say, Jody, get up. We're going to do this again. They're so uplifting that I just love the fact that they're doing that for me. And like tonight, they didn't have to do this for me, but they wanted to. And that's what this Juice Plus community is all about. And what I want to leave with you all is the fact that I'm on this health journey. And I want you all to join me to be able to be healthier and to learn more. So I'm hoping that helps a little bit. And Christy, I'm sorry if I rambled on. I'm going to turn it to you.
You know what? You are so perfect because this is all about you and your journey through this process. And we all start where we start. And it's so fun. It's so fun for me to watch you, Jody, like have the light bulbs turn on, because that's the best, like that's the helper's high in this community when you start to get to help other people make these connections. And it is life-changing when you start to really immerse yourself in health and nutrition. And it's all about small incremental, changes. It's one thing at a time. We all start here and we don't end up over here overnight. It's just slow and progressive, but it sticks with you. So we're not about like those quick, fast, in and out things that don't work. And so like Jody said, I'm Krista Hawkins, and I'm a qualified national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And I have been with Juice Plus and in the health and nutrition field with Juice Plus for almost 8 years. And it seems like it was just like yesterday. It goes by so quickly. And, like many of the women that shared with you tonight, including Jody, I have amazing nutrition results just from paying attention to what goes inside my body and learning how to read those labels and drink the warm water with lemon. Well, I added Juice Plus into my diet, and it was a no-brainer for me because I have a husband and 2 kids. And through the family health study, my girls were able to get on Juice Plus for no charge for 4 years with me and Chad, both taking our Juice Plus. So I ditched our multivitamin because I didn't do any research on it. And I added in Juice Plus, which had all this research on it. And I thought, well, this is a really smart thing for me to do as a mom. And like Sherry and Ashley, I was a collegiate athlete too. And, grew up learning about some ways to fuel my body properly, but I was not doing the job I needed to do. So all I did was bridge the gap from what I was supposed to be eating and what I really was eating. And I joke all the time, organic Cheetos and Pop-Tarts are not good for you, even if they say organic. So that's where I started in my journey. And thank the Lord, I learned through the research, it decreases inflammation in the body, good nutrition, Juice Plus. I was able to get off my prescription allergy medication after being on that for 14 years. And after being on a thyroid medication for 9 years, I have now been medication free for 4 years, which is amazing. And my oldest daughter was on 3 prescription medications for allergies, including a nose spray, and she no longer takes those. And my younger daughter, it was amazing. Her eczema cleared up. Amazing product story, right? But what I want to share mostly with you is about this business. It is something that I feel like God laid in my lap well before I ever thought I would need it. And for one piece, it was great residual income. And it was a way to have an additional income stream, into our household, which is great because I got to do what I love to do, and that's help share about health and nutrition and help other people, but also receive an income for doing that. And that's an honorable thing. The other thing that I loved about the business end of it was the community that I got placed into. And Jody wasn't kidding. I mean, you enter in this Juice Plus community, and it's a lot of women and some men too, who just support you 100%, and they rally around you. And, I can say like Sherry Snyder, who's on this Zoom tonight, I didn't know her a few years ago, at all. And now she is one of my very best friends that I talk to every single day. And I cannot imagine life without her. Our families go on vacations together. Our kids are growing up together. And I'm just so grateful and thankful, for that. And there's so many other women that I've become so close to, like Ashley, who's on this Zoom tonight. I didn't know her either before last year. And now she works at the chiropractor's office that I go to, and I see her all the time, and we're in community together. And it's about lifting each other up and helping you accomplish your goals and your dreams, whatever those might be. And, when I said a moment ago that I believe this business was laid in my lap, well before I thought I would need it. I worked in corporate America for 21 years as a personal development coach and loved what I did. I traveled all over the United States. I got to work with some really amazing business owners. My husband is a business owner. I just absolutely loved it. But what I didn't and couldn't have planned for is a restructure. And I was given the option to move my family to another city or become a weekend mom. So I would be away every week, or I would take severance and go out on my own. And I decided after, that long, at age 47, to leave corporate America. And I was able to start my own coaching business. I left October 31st. I opened my doors on November 1st. And I would not have had the security, the financial security, and the emotional security to be able to do that if it weren't for my Juice Plus business. Because I've been able to build a really strong customer base and an amazing team over the course of the past 8 years. And I'm so grateful and thankful for that. So whether you do this business a little bit or you do it a lot, it doesn't matter. This is about you and your journey, and it's about the people that you're able to reach and touch. So if that's a family member and a friend or two, or if it's really large, we've got, I think in our customer base, 600 customers that we're serving in just our team, which is really amazing because that's 600 lives that have changed. They've learned how to drink warm water with lemon in it, and they've learned to bypass the organic Cheetos and get some carrots and get some celery and peanut butter. which is such an amazing thing. So I just want to thank all of you for being on this Zoom to, really lift Jody up, because she's so excited and she's really immersed herself in this mission field. And it's also a great income for both her and, for her husband, Sonny. So I just ask, number one, lift her up and support her. Now you know what she's doing. And so you can just give her encouragement and pray for her through, the process. And, if you're sitting here thinking, you know what, I could do better with my health, help me, then get with Jody after this Zoom. And, she can definitely get you started on the right tracks. Or if you're sitting there and you're like, I want this community, I want to be a part of your team, I want to do this too, then get with Jody and we can help, walk you through what that might look like. And with that, I just want to thank you all for being on the Zoom this evening. And I can't wait to see the amazing things that Jody does in this community and in this business, and helping to touch all those lives that she's going to touch. So with that, I'm going to open it up for any questions